3-yard line. So after one, it's the Chiefs on top. More from MetLife Stadium after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lock out of the shotgun. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Not a great start by this running back here in the 1st half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
On the give, it's Tracy. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On the give, it's Singletary. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Singletary. And the Giants are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
from the gun. It's locked. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. Oh, yeah. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. Open man downfield. It's Kelsey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, second half drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. First time they've looked his way all game long. And he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Open man downfield. It's Rice. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Now the New Jersey native who played his college ball at Rutgers, it's Isaiah Pacheco. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On first down, it's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, Mahomes. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, KC.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Lock to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Good blocking to the 15. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Lock to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 1st down is Lock. A pass complete to the tight end, Johnson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. A carry here for Tracy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll run with Tracy. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here is 2nd and 7. Here's Lock to throw. Throw left side, that's Johnson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Giants.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. And the defense has it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
Really nice job here by the defense, staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. They'll drop to throw. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll lead to a second down. Here's P-Rock. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards.
5 yards on the play.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Brandon O.
The long Longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Shifts by him and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Giants are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To throw it is Locke. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Here's Watson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A give running right is Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson on the move to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Block now to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
We're scoreless after one. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left is Tracy. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Tracy. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third down, here's Tracy. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And a big return will get him all the The 35. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
That's caught downfield by Neighbors. 17 yards and a giant first down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Locke going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Pushing his way through. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Locke looking to change the play.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll run again. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start
This is intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Right back to Tracy. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Locke. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Here's Locke. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On to give, it's Tracy. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's Winston. Out to his left. And that'll be off the mark. Too far.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. The veteran kicker, Dustin Hopkins, out to get things started. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Winston. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, Move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
A second down throw for Winston. Going deep downfield for Judy. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. To the goal line and in. Eric Sauber. Touchdown. 49ers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. On 1st down, it's Winston. He's going to look downfield once again. To the 20. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll put Ayuk in motion. They'll go with Purdy. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Winston. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And he's in. Gordon Aiken. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Purdy. Screen pass to Ayuk. Caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the 1st down.
Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And he will score. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. Moody now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Winston to throw on first down. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And the Niners are gonna take over just shy of midfield.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. Finding space at the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here's Jameis. Again, working deep downfield. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. To throw on first down is Purdy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing again is Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
From the gun, Winston. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
It's halfway 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Winston. Going deep downfield for Judy. And he will go all the way. Jerry Judy. Touchdown Browns.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone. And if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. Whoa. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
At the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
To throw on second down is Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
an 8-yard
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Again, it's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll put Ayuk in motion. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, Now they can really take their
It is brought in the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Tarvarius Ward. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. Set to go now on 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. A run here with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's got another one. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
From the gun on third down, it's Winston. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll go. Winston going deep downfield for Judy. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal.
A 47-yard attempt.
And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And this will stay a two-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Here's first down. To throw, here's Winston. He's going to try it here again. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On first down, it's Winston. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Well, here we go. The Browns will go for two here.
The Browns will line up for the two-point conversion.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. So after the penalty, this slightly easier from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. 1st and 10 for Purdy. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts to stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Purdy works out of the pistol. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. What a perfect day for football. And off we go in Santa Clara. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun is Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Izien with the INT. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Samuel now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's 2nd and 2. That finds Jacob Cowie. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for A.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Back at the 23-yard line.
On third down, Purdy. Flush down now to his left. He's running for it. And that will not be enough for a first down. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on fourth down. That's the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. We'll see what they choose to do. It's fourth and real short inside the red zone. Pressure comes, Purdy. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers start to fight back with their first points of this game. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield comes out throwing. This one's taken in by Otten. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Irving here from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. He'll cobble together a yard there. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Baker now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Nick Bosa makes the stop. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the Buccaneers who have 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, here's Baker. Finds his man over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Mayfield to throw again. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense...